Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Shaira and I post planner related videos on this channel. So today I'm going to be doing a plan with me on the week of Mother's Day, which was May 7th through the 13th, and I'm using this Scribble Prints Co. March Mystery Kit. It has some macarons in it. It's specified for Mother's Day because of this little freebie full box that was added, but they did add it as a freebie as opposed to become part of the actual kit, so that you're not like tied to using it on Mother's Day. So here I'm showing you the freebie that comes with it, and I kind of messed it up by like getting pen writing on it, and I don't know how that happened. I'm like totally dwelling on that too. But here's the rest of the kit. Here are the glitter headers, which I haven't been using those recently, but I will be using them in this plan with me. Here are the full boxes. I love the art from this kit. I believe that the mystery kits are exclusive art, so I believe you won't really see this anywhere else. Here are the functional sheets. So this one has the little things and some of the functional boxes, and then here has the other functionals, and this is the bottom washi, and deco page. So yeah. Instead of using the bottom washi, oh, actually, let me show you the washi that I'm actually going to use with this kit. This is a Laura by Laura washi. It's similar to a pink one that I got that I used recently. The blue one is from Paca Post, the white one from Michaels, the macarons from Papermela, the bows from Simply Gilded, and then the bottom yellow one is from a Hobby Lobby tube. And yeah, so as I was saying, instead of using the bottom washi that came with the kit, I'm going to be using some other washis. I've been kind of making it my goal to use up my washi a lot more because I have so much washi and they're literally piling up, and I'm never going to go through all of them. So I'm just trying to encourage myself to use them a lot more. Also, sorry, my head kind of goes into frame here and there at this point. I do fix it later on in the plan with me. But yeah, so on the very bottom, I'm putting the Simply Gilded washi down. This is the Dusty Rose that has the rose gold. There, I'm trying to fix my camera so that I'm not in the frame anymore. And then on top of it, I'm using the Words washi from Hobby Lobby. I can't tell what the words are from me looking at it at this level as I'm like recording this voiceover, but I know it says dream, love, create, I think. I do use it a couple other times in the spread, so we'll see more of that. On the sidebar, I'm doing something I did recently as well, where I put the bottom washi on the sidebar just because I don't use it in the actual plan with me, I guess, or like the bottom itself. I'm also putting some deco on top of that, and then I'm going on with the sidebar. I'm picking one of these full boxes. I really like the one with the flowers, so I'm going to use it on the sidebar. I kind of struggled with the full boxes of this kit this week just because they did cover a lot of space, and I didn't want to cover the art itself. I did end up covering it in some parts, so yeah. But so I used the macaron washi from Papermela right there to kind of just add a little divider, and then I used two sidebar things, one being the this week and the habit tracker, and then on the bottom I have a checklist and a work header. But yeah, so going into the week, I'm gonna add the pink and the yellow glitter headers. I'm just putting it at the very top and then at the very bottom third. So off frame, I put down this full box, and then I'm gonna use it to mark where my glitter headers should be. I think I just haven't been using glitter headers because of the fact that I have the version where it doesn't tell you where the glitter headers are supposed to go. I mean, a couple of months ago, I did use glitter headers kind of sporadically where they wouldn't really go where the headers are. So I don't know if I'm going to go to that. I do have a lot of glitter headers that I love using, so I may try to do that. I'm also still debating on which planner I'm getting for next year, but that's another story for another day. So I'm using two pens. I did kind of briefly show you them. One is this one that I'm using right now, is the Taiwanese CD marking pen, which I'll link below. I got it off of AliExpress. And then on the paper itself, I'm using the Pilot Energel in a 0.7. They kind of look similar, but I find that the CD marking pen doesn't look really good on like matte paper. It kind of looks a little, it kind of feels scratchy and then it kind of bleeds a bit. But so at the very top of Monday, that girl is from Happy DAYA Stickers. And then going into that quarter box, I used balloons that came on the little preview. I love that they are cut out themselves and then that the icons are skinny. I love that look so much. I believe the laptop sticker is from Samantha May Sticks. Here I put a Gabriella Elena Designs Elena girl to mark my workout. I do use different characters this week for each workout, I believe. And then here on the bottom, I'm putting down some of that Laura by Laura washi. It does have like those tones. So some parts of it, there's like little stripes in it, and some parts are more transparent than others. So it makes it look like there's 3 different yellows. I put a cut sticker from my shop on top of that. And then the YouTube binge sticker is from Wild Sunshine Co. So here I'm filling out this sidebar a bit just before I go on and forget completely. As you guys may know, I do post plan my spreads, so these are just things that I happen to do eventually during the week, but I had these previously planned. I'm also just cutting down my washi with a Gabriella Elena Designs washi card. It has like the periwinkle bows on it. I've been struggling with cutting it with a card, but I've been really lazy using my slice tool. I think my slice tool might just be a little duller now, or I may just be out of practice or whatever. But whenever I cut it with the cards and I just rip it, I end up like ripping too much and then it cuts under the card itself. I don't know. So I have to like move it a couple of centimeters, I guess. But so on the top of Tuesday, I put down a washi. There was an earthquake that morning. It was literally at like 5 in the morning. So I used one of these really shocked. I think that's supposed to be like an insomnia munchkin. But that's kind of how I felt because I really didn't fall asleep for a while after the earthquake. I totally woke up to it and I was quite literally shook about it. But yeah, on that washi strip, I think that's a washi strip. Yeah, I put down another munchkin because I was so annoyed at dealing with the USPS online customer service. It was an automated system, but then if you wanted to talk to someone, you literally had to wait an hour just to get someone to talk to you, which is really interesting. So here, this boba sticker is from KeenaPrints, and then at the very bottom, I put a film sticker, which is from my shop. So here, I'm putting down one of the full boxes, and I think this is when my whiteout struggle begins. It won't like come out, and I've had this problem before with this whiteout, but I realized that I actually finished up the entire roll. So I actually didn't have any other whiteout left at home, so I have to buy new ones, and I continue to spread without it, so it was a bit of a struggle. This coffee cup is from the sampler freebie thing that came with the kit. I wanted to note down that I went to a place called Spill the Beans, which is close to my job. It's a coffee shop. I'm using the Michaels washi to just add some, I think I'm using it as a background. Yep. So we had tender greens that week for lunch. We get our company catered lunch on Wednesdays. So I usually mark that because I like remembering what we used to get. Just so I see like which ones are my favorite kind of thing. So that day, like San Diego cannot get a break. So that afternoon I put this is fine, like fire cat from Fox and Cactus, because there was literally a fire near my home. It wasn't as close as I kind of thought of when people were asking me like, hey, there's a fire in your area and whatever. But it was relatively close that traffic was pretty badly affected. But what do? I go to happy hour and avoid going home altogether. I mean, I guess it was mainly like an avoiding the traffic / is it actually safe to head home? Like I said, it wasn't really that close to my house. It was probably like a mile away maybe. So it wasn't that close that my house would like burn down by the time I get there. So it was pretty far. But here, sorry, it's a little out of frame, but I'm moving on to the second half of the week, and I'm just putting down the glitter headers the same way that I put them on the first half. So I'm just arranging them, and then I'm going to put another full box towards the bottom so I could arrange them properly as well. So here I can't cover up the rest of the lines, and I feel kind of bothered by them as I go through, but I'll live. I really love the macarons that I used on the bottom of, what day is that, Friday? So I really wanted to pick that first. So here I was putting down the Happy Mother's Day box, but I do decide against it later on. I think I literally pick it up. Yep, I pick it up right after. And then I put it on my coil just to save it for the meantime because I'm debating if I'm going to end up using it. But you'll see what I do over the weekend. I actually did preview that as well in my on my Instagram. So that's something that if you follow me, you would have seen what I already did with that section. This little iced coffee sticker is from the Smushed Peach, and I always do this where I write down Starbucks in like fancy hand lettering, and then I always end up running out of room, so it's always just Starbucks, and I always have to lift up this sticker that I put next to it. I just need to like put the sticker down and just deal with it. Well, actually, that's what I did, and then I just didn't have enough room, which is annoying. So here I'm putting down the Dusty Rose washi again. I'm putting a full box under it and layering on top a half box. The only problem I have with glossy stickers, I've kind of grown to like glossy stickers a lot more in the last couple of months, but my biggest problem is that you can't usually really lift them up after you put it down because some of the print under sticks. I haven't really been wanting to use undo, so that might just be why, but yeah. So majority of the characters that I use in this kit are munchkins. That one on nap time is an emoji, which is from the Coffee Monsters Co. Here I'm using the Paca Post washi on the bottom to use as a background. I really love doing that where I use washi or washi strips behind word stickers. Not just my own shops, but anyone's. That hanger sticker, I actually don't know what that shop is anymore. I got that from a D-stash, so I'm not really sure if that shop is still even open. Here, I think I do the same thing again where I use washi as a little background for word washi. Here, yeah. So this is one of my newer stickers. I just released this the day that I'm recording this voiceover. It is a dentist appointment sticker. Yeah. So here on the washi strip, I note that I went to a place called Snoise and I got boba. It was literally across the street from my dentist, and I know it's probably not the best idea to get to go from a dental appointment to a boba / dessert place, but it was right there, so can't really help it. I think this was when I realized that as I was filming that I had gotten boba way too many times than I should have. So there, the cardio sticker is from the Coffee Monsters Co. and that P.O. box sticker is from Pookie Bear Cuties. So here I built up my first ever washi banner. I've never actually done it before, so I really wanted to try it. So with the really skinny Laura by Laura washi, I put down 2 strips and cut them on opposite angles so that I could make them into like a thicker flag. So you'll see it right there. And then I do a lot of rearrangement of this because I couldn't really tell what would be the better arrangement of like washi. The good thing is that obviously washi is super repositionable, and I had to move it around because I didn't want 2 colors that were too similar to be right next to each other. So for example, that dusty rose I didn't want next to the macarons, and then I didn't want the mint bows to be right next to the minty floral washi from Paca Post, and I didn't want like the 2 yellows to be right next to each other, so I kind of varied them like that. I think, yeah, so I do use the yellow one at the very end, and I believe it says Dream and Love on there. And then I used a washi banner, which is from the, what shop is that from? It's from Hello Petite Paper. It was a collab with Two Little Bees, so it's from either of them. It was a little freebie that I got one time when I ordered from one of them. I'm not really sure where, but I felt like the banner style washi or weekend banner that the kit had didn't really go with it because there's already flags on there, so I used something else, and I tried to pick something that was relatively in that color range. So here I'm just mostly using stuff from the kit. The little munchkin on the gym day thing is actually from the kit as well. If you didn't know, or if you didn't notice from my little intro, there are some munchkins in the Scribble Prints Co kits now. I think they've been there for a while. But there is going to be a reformat for Scribble Prints Co, so I'm going to have to see if I like that reformat because I've found like really good planner piece with like using Scribble Prints Co kits lately. Towards the bottom of Saturday, there was a spoon and fork sticker, which was from Paper and Milk. And then this little heart that I used for Mother's Day is from Clever Gal Crafts. And I believe it's pretty much the same color as the Dusty Rose and Rose Gold washi, where it's like kind of like a dusty pink and rose gold on top as foil. I believe the Munchkin came with the kit as well. I'm using another boba Munchkin, or I'm using another Munchkin that's holding boba to mark down that I got boba again. I believe this week that I'm filming, I got it 4 times, which is pretty crazy. And I think that's when I went to Instagram to talk about it, and then I talk about boba the entire week, which if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that. And then the last sticker I put down was from TheHoneyBShop, which is just a little girl packing some orders, which is what I was doing that night. So I'm just finishing up the sidebar, and then let me show you what I have left of the kit. So I obviously have 2 of the glitter header colors left, and there's still quite a lot of this kit left. That's why I stick to the mini kits, because there's so much in it. I don't really pick up the ultimate kits from Scribble Prints Co. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this plan with me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.